Hey everybody, welcome back to the RC room. It is me, OG Mikey, and in today's video, I am going to begin to learn how to airbrush, and maybe some of you will come along with me on this journey. Now, let me tell you right up front, this video is a cluster. Half the video, my mic didn't work, half the video, my mic did work.
Technology!
So now, you get to see me try to struggle and do a voiceover on half of the video. Alright, now, this is the airbrush that I got. It's just a cheap airbrush I got off of Amazon. LiPo powered. It has on button. It also has a full and slow speed on it. This is where I was trying to show you the sound of it. I used it one time just to paint it's going to be a white and a red fender. I painted the white on the top and the lower section. And now we're going to go ahead and walk you through how a beginner will do things. Now, this paint is the Homey Arty. It's just a standard 30 count airbrush paint I got off of Amazon. So far, it seems like it's working good. This one contains standard and also neon colors. Now, when you first open up an airbrushing setup, it'll have a film on it. You have to take the film off, and unfortunately, this might be like a little older of a product that's been having some shelf life, because the film I had to cut off with a razor blade. Once the film is broken, you have roughly about a 12-month lifespan on the paint. This paint that I bought is fully water-based. It's non-toxic. If you get it on your hands or anything, you can easily get it off by running water. I had red on the tip of my thumb and finger, and it came right off with minimal staining. Now go ahead and screw your tip back on, and the way that this works is that clear plastic piece that I'm screwing and unscrewing, that's what you put into the cup of the airbrush. Now, this airbrush I did use, like I said, once before just to try it out. But this is what you do. Don't overdo it. All you need is 3-4 drops of paint. Not very much, because this stuff goes on fairly thin. Then all you do is just screw the cup lid back on, and now you're ready to rock. Always make sure that you do clean up the tip of your paint bottle. You don't want this stuff getting hard and crusting over and preventing any more paint to come out of the bottle. Alright, let's go ahead and get the subject of today's video. Get that in the shot, and let me go ahead and just zoom in a little bit. And this is the part that we're going to be painting the, I guess it's just a normal red. I have everything taped off, all at the body lines, top and bottom. As I explained before, top and bottom are white. But I did clear out the airbrush gun, and as you can see, what I sprayed came out very watery. I did not let the gun have enough dry time, but hey, what are you gonna do? This is my first time ever doing this. So there will always be air coming out of the gun, and to get the paint to siphon from the cup down into the gun itself, you pull back on that little trigger. As you can see, I'm testing the gun on the masked part of the body, and now we're painting. And like I said, this is very light coats of paint. You can go heavy, but you run the risk of running it very easily. When I was painting this, I thought it was coming out okay. It looks okay on camera, in front of me. Everything's looked okay. But then, if you notice, right at the rounded edge of the fenders, it's very, very glossy. And so I just let the air come out of the airbrush gun as normal, and then you can see my mistake. Look at how watery that paint is. Extremely watery. I did not let the gun dry. So that is my fault. I messed up. But the good part about it is whenever I am just moving that around, I am helping it dry, but also spreading it out. So I just went back over it. I went over it with another light coat, and hopefully with this coat, it does fine. I get the coat done, and as you can see, it actually doesn't look that bad. This is the first coat. Don't expect complete coverage. I plan to do 3 coats on this, but this is the first light coat. I'll go ahead and let this sit for 15 minutes to get the flash time set up. And flash time is the amount of time it is to dry before the next coat. Now I have given this the flash time of 15 minutes, and I'm going to go ahead and put my second coat down. As you can see, I start on the masking side and go over to the actual surface that I want to paint. As you can tell, it is definitely becoming a more solid of a color. At this point, I go ahead and refill my airbrush cup with some color again, and I go ahead and start to spray on the masking side to make sure that it is a nice, consistent, even coat of color. And then I finish up spraying on the second coat, a little bit heavier, a little bit thicker, nothing crazy, but I want more of a coverage on it. And then, just like with the first coat that I had, I'm going to let this sit for another 15 minutes to get that flash time in, so it's nice and tacky for whenever I put my third coat on. But I'm just finishing up here, making sure I'm getting the rest of the paint out. I really try to not use a lot of paint whenever I put it into the paint airbrush gun. And now here I'm just finishing up. I just sprayed my second coat. I'm just letting the air from the gun go over. There's a couple spots towards the front of the fender that I just wanted to touch up more. And now I'm just letting the air go over it. Try to do a little bit more of a fast dry. And I'm looking over everything. It looks like I might have one slight run right above this molding, right at the curvature of the fender. But, you know, that's not bad. I'll take it. At this point, again, I just let it sit. Another 15 minutes of flash time. And then I'll be back for the third coat. All right, boys. It's been about 20 minutes or so. That doesn't look too bad. What do you think? Got a little one right there. But that's it. I'm going to paint some more up top here. Look at that. What do you think? I mean, there's a little bit of trash in there, but again, this is a patina paint job. So, with that said, we're going to give this a little bit more flash time and then cross our fingers. We're going to pull this masking tape off and get ready for gloss clear. Now that for the gloss clear, what I'm going to do is just use a spray paint can. Take it outside because of all the aerosol stuff. I'm not going to be spraying it inside. And then I think I'm going to do a little bit of primer. Think about primering right up here, you know, where the normal rod is. That comes through and make it look like it's being halfway repaired. So let's see how that works. Again, it's going to be about 20 minutes for me, but for you, I'll see you in 1 second. All right, guys. It has been probably about 12 hours since I've finished painting this. Let's take a look, and like I said, fingers crossed that the white doesn't come off. Oh no! Epic fail! Oh, I failed so hard. Well, that's gonna have to get redone. Let's see. What about the other? Alright, so far that looks good. That all looks good. All I got was just down here. Huh. How am I gonna fix that? The molding and stuff, that's fine. That's gonna get painted with a chrome pen. I don't care about that much. See, I put a dent in it right there. Might want to do something with that. But, oh, that sucks. Alright. I gotta go think on this. And I don't know if I want to paint it all primer down there or what. This is definitely something I got to think about. Alright, be right back with you guys. Alright, boys, I am back. She is glossed up, looking nice and shiny. Just with a couple imperfections, which, you know, I can't really complain that much. So let's go ahead and see how this goes. Again, and let's maybe do up here. Alright, I think that's it. Now, like I said, I just wanted this to be looking like primer spots. So, when you look at it, you see a nice shiny spot there, and then it goes more of a primer section. Again, look at that. Where the gray is, that actually looks like primer. So, I think that's good. Next is to do the rails here, not the rails, the trim here, all in a chrome pen. Alright, chrome job. It does not look that great, but that's fine with me. Just as long as it looks like there's a chrome trim on there, I am a happy camper. Next up, I'm going to be doing the inner fenders and stuff. I'll be doing that in a flat black. I'm not sure about this filler panel here, but on the next episode we'll come back, and for episode number 2 we'll be doing another fender, but a completely different style. So, any questions, comments, you know what to do. Put them down below, and boys and girls, I appreciate you watching. I'll see you in the next one.